Well, good morning. Today is Monday, May 11th. I'm just back from my walk. It's cold. It's 34 degrees. It's supposed to go up to 67 on Thursday. This weather, it's so weird. It's just weird weather. Anyway, no birthdays. No birthdays today. I don't know if you just didn't tell me or if it didn't carry over. Sad. Sad, no songs. I don't know if you watched Robbie over at Frecky Fit Wolf yesterday, but he was planning on coming tomorrow to go to see the Queen Amy, over at the TMI Queen Gets Fit. She lives on the other side of the state of Michigan, and then they were going to drive this way on Wednesday to see me. We were going to be a safe distance in the driveway or in the backyard or whatever. We were going to wear our masks, but it's been canceled. I'm kind of bummed. I really am. I was really looking forward to it. But I completely understand Robbie's worries, because I was starting to have them myself. I was getting a little bit anxious myself. I still want to meet both of them, but I also want to be safe. And I'm in that age group that needs to be extra cautious. And especially since Sparkles, that's what I call him, Sparkles, is supposed to go back to work next Monday, I think he starts. I'm almost positive. Well, it's soon, whatever. I don't know if it was the 16th or the 18th he was going to start back. But, he was worried that, he might pick up the virus on the way traveling, because obviously he's going to have to stop for gas. And he didn't want to be the cause of anybody getting sick or dying. And I completely understand that. But I am a firm believer in what's meant to be will be, and I think it's meant to be, and it will be. Because I had some other things lined up too that didn't come to pass, but I know they're going to come to pass. I know, because I had plans of meeting a bunch of other YouTubers, and it's gonna happen. And you know what? It's going to happen even better, because the next time we can meet, we can actually, believe it or not, I'm going to say this, hold on to your hats, sit down in your seat. We can hug, because through all of this, I've come to realize that I have to overcome my phobia about hugging. I have my reasons that I think that I don't hug, but it's happened so long ago in my past when I was a child that I just have to overcome that, because I don't know, I've told this story before, that we had a neighbor that was a pedophile, a child molester, or whatever you want to call him. And his house was like the house to go to, because he had all the toys, he had all the treats. He just was so special in that he took care of the kids in the neighborhood, we thought. But it's just, no. It turned out that he was a pedophile. He was arrested. But my mother had always told me, don't go to his house, but I had to pass his house to get to my Aunt Rose's house. And I was always so scared to death that when I'd get to his house, I'd run as fast as I could to run past his house. And I never went in there, but all my girlfriends, they all went in there, and they always said they had fun. And back in the day, we had alleys. I don't know if they still have alleys anywhere, but I went the one day with my friend Michaeline. And we were going down the alley, and Dan invited us into the garage. And I knew that I wasn't supposed to go in, but it just was so enticing. And I remember going in. I do remember going in. I don't remember coming out. I don't remember coming out. I don't remember being in there. I have no memories of any of that. But after that is when I didn't want to be touching anybody. I didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. So if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. But it's just... I don't want to know that it happened for 100% certainty, because, what good's it going to do now? He was eventually arrested, so. But he wasn't arrested for being a pedophile. He was arrested for killing his family, because I've told this story before too, is I had a babysitter. Her name was Judy Balo. She lived around the block from us. And I was the oldest. I was probably close to 10. I might have been 9. And my mother had, at that point, I had to have been 10, because she had 6 kids, because Denise was just a baby. And there was all this commotion going on in the house, and there was police, and the sirens were going and everything, and it was just like 3 doors down from our house, and Judy so wanted to see what was going on, and I was the only one that was awake. Everybody else was asleep. And so Judy said I could go with her down to see what was going on, but I couldn't tell my mom because my mom would be mad that we left the house. And I told her I wouldn't tell. And so then we went down to the house, and what he had done, it was right after the war, and I guess it wasn't really right after the war. It was about 1959. So it was a while. No, maybe he was in the Korean War. I don't know, but it was a war. They said he was a war veteran, and he had gone wacko, and he had completely knifed and killed his whole family and murdered them all. His mother, his father, and his brother and his sister. And I remember standing out there watching them carry out the bloody body bag. Well, not the blood. Well, they just didn't have body bags. They just had a stretcher with a blanket over them and that. But I remember seeing the bodies being carried out. And later found out that he had set up a little army board in his room, and he was like always constantly doing little battles with his little soldiers. But somehow my mother found out. I think one of the neighbors must have said something, because I never said anything. But one of the neighbors found out that we were there with Judy, and Judy was no longer ever our babysitter ever again. But I remember them taking him out of the house in handcuffs. He was all bloody and everything. I remember that. You know, sometimes it's not good to have a good memory. You know, you remember the worst things in your life sometimes. But I have more happy memories, and so I'm sorry I shared a bad memory. But it kind of explains why I don't hug. And if it happened, it happened. At least I didn't get stabbed. I don't know. I guess I didn't piss him off or whatever. But gonna stay on plan today. Well, what an ease way into a new subject. Oh my gosh, I got a weed already. Oh, Jim's leaving for work. That's why Jim didn't walk with us today, because Jim's back working now, so he couldn't walk. So we'll have him say hello to you, and then I'll have to end the video because his truck is loud, and you don't need to hear that. But come give him your excuse why you're not working, or why you're not walking.
Because I'm working real hard.
Like a fool.
Exactly.
So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, but I'll show you my breakfast, and I'll talk to you guys then. See you then. For breakfast today, but you're surprised. No, you're not. It's fruit once again. I know. Too much fruit, Sandy. Too much fruit. But I do plan on, for my lunch, having a vegetable platter. So today is Monday, May 11th. My quote is, "It's not about perfect. It's about effort. And when you bring that effort every single day, you will see results." It's 23 points for the day. It's a blue plan. 7 points is how much my breakfast is. 0 for my egg, my berries, my banana, my grapefruit, my tea, and my water. 4 points for the slice of toast. It's bakery bread, so I couldn't look it up. So I'm going to figure it at the high end. And 3 points for a tablespoon of peanut butter. 7 points. I still have 16 points left for the rest of the day. Okay, for lunch I'm going to have a veggie platter with an apple for dessert. It's 4 points, 1 point for my cheese stick, 3 points for my 2 tablespoons of dip, and 0 for my apple and my veggies. Okay, we're going to try these Mexi Melts that I got from Weight Watchers with Carrie, and some French fries, and my lemonade. It's a 13-point dinner. They're 3 points for my 12 French fries, and the Mexi Melts are 3 points each. So it's 9 points for that, and 1 point for my lemonade. I went 1 point over. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. I only ate 2 of those Mexi Melts. And Carrie, over at Weight Watchers with Carrie, they were delicious. And you were right. Jim didn't know there was refried beans in it. Jim doesn't like refried beans. He would know it. He would know it. Shh. He didn't know it. But and Jim ate 3 of them, so he must have liked them. And what else was I going to tell you? That's about it. Stayed on plan today. I had my 3 meals. I'm going to try to eat more vegetables this week because I do think that makes the difference for me. I'm going to try to drink more water. Angela over at Smack Vision says that I'm supposed to drink half of what my body weight is. That means I got to drink 108 ounces of water a day. I don't know if I can drink that much. I told her I'd have to wear Depends. I'd have to be either wearing Depends or being in the bathroom all the time. One of the two. But anyway. So that's it for tonight. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. So remember, stay safe, be healthy. Make sure you stay safe.